Everything in their path in California, north of Los Angeles, the so-called Hill Fire has engulfed more than 4,000 hectares. It has closed down parts of the freeway in both directions. And in the north of the state, thousands of residents raced from their homes as a so-called campfire exploded on Thursday. The out-of-control flames are growing about 80 football fields a minute. Several injuries have been reported, including 2 firefighters. Authorities say they are waiting for safer conditions before they can attempt any assessment of the damage. Charles Camburian was working in Chico, California when the flames started engulfing his hometown in Paradise, about 14 miles away. He joins us now on the line. So, Charles, you and pretty much everyone else from the town of Paradise have been evacuated, and you're staying with friends there in Chico, which, do you have any idea at this point how long it'll be before you're allowed back into that fire zone? Do you know at this point if you still have a house?
That's a great question. Thanks for having me on, John. It's really up in the air right now because all the reports I'm reading online are saying that Paradise has been wiped out and destroyed. So I see certain pictures of like popular landmarks like, the McDonald's or something like that, and it's just flattened.
So when we talk about the entire place is just no longer there, like how many people, what was the population of Paradise?
Population of Paradise is about 27,000, and there's also Magalia, which is really close to the city. They most likely they evacuated as well. Maybe another 5,000 to 10,000 people, and it's kind of hard to leave Paradise because there's only 3 roads in, and 2 of the 3 were already shut down. So you're trying to siphon thousands of people into one road. It's really a mess.
Because we're looking at some of the images which you recorded of the evacuation, and the officials themselves actually said getting out of Paradise was quite difficult, and your wife in particular had a fairly harrowing experience, right?
Yeah. So she didn't even know they were supposed to evacuate at one point. The only reason why she knew is because she walked outside and there was this ash coming down like rain just everywhere, and it was so dark outside. So she gathered up the kids and got some of our valuables, left, and she mentioned that the road that she tried to get out of, it was just a wall of flames. There was no way she was getting through there. So she turned back around and tried to get out of the main road, which is called Skyway. And she said that the trees were just up in flames. There was flames hitting the windshield as she was leaving. It was a horrible experience for my son and for my kids and everything. Crazy.
It sounds terrifying. Just very quickly, Charles, each year these fires seem to get worse. Are you at the point yet, especially if there's nothing left in Paradise, of just thinking, well, maybe we've got to find another part of the state or the world, or to go live, because this is just too dangerous.
My wife grew up there. She's so they've been up there almost 40 years with my in-laws. Never has this ever happened like this before. It's just such an amazing storm that's unfortunately taken out the whole town. So I don't know. Good question. I don't know if they'll rebuild or